This video I'm going to compare the Glock 26 9mm to the Springfield XDS 9mm. Alright, this is the Springfield, this is the Glock. To me, the Glock is the standard that a lot of guns try to match up and live by. I've owned this Glock for many years. Just recently got this Springfield, and I'll talk about some things that I like about the Springfield, some things I like about the Glock. Now, this Glock, the grip is comfortable. It's very basic and simple gun. Alright, the only safety that there is this little trigger right here. You need to pull this trigger in order for it to fire. This one holds 10 rounds. This magazine, 9mm rounds, is a double stack. Alright, but it's very simple to operate. This one right here, the Springfield, very similar to the Glock, but there are some differences, some add-on features. This one has a extra guard on the handle for safety, so you need to push this down with your palm in order to pull the trigger. So there's this one in the handle as a safety, and then there's also this trigger right here, okay, that you need to hold the handle part down and this trigger in order for it to fire. Okay, the Glock does not have that part. Alright, this one can also be released on both sides. The magazine can be released on both sides. There's a button on each side, so if you're like left-handed or right-handed, you can push either side to release the magazine. The Glock, you can only release it if you're right-handed with your right thumb. There is no release on the other side of the Glock 26. Alright, some other things. The grip on the Springfield seems to be more developed, okay, than the Glock. The Glock is just it's not as developed, the grips. Alright, so the grips look more developed. This is a single stack gun, so the bullets, this just single stacked, so there's only 8 rounds. The Glock has 10 because it's double stack. Okay, so those are some of the major differences. Another difference is with the Springfield, the factory sights are better. Okay, got that red dot in the center. Alright, the Glock, this is not the factory sights, but they just have, this is the night sights actually. But I do notice that the Springfield, the factory sights are better. Another thing is, if you have one round in the chamber with the Springfield, and you put one in the chamber, there's a part right here that will signify that there is one in the chamber. Alright, it raises up over here. It raises up just a little bit. That shows that there's a round in the chamber. And the Glock does not have that feature. Okay, so that's one other difference, which is also like another safety feature that the Glock does not have. So those are the main differences that I noticed from the Springfield to the Glock. See right here, the Glock doesn't have that safety feature. If there's one in the chamber, you would not be able to know by looking at the top of the gun. So these are some basic things that I noticed. The Springfield might have a better grip. It has this extra safety in the handle. And then there's also that safety to be able to know that there's a round in the chamber. The stock sights seem to be more, better as well. And then also you can release the magazine on both sides of the gun. So if you're left-handed, it'd be easier. Downfall, it does feel good in the hand. It's a single stack, but the downfall is you're missing, you're lacking 2 rounds. This one only has 8 rounds. The Glock has 10 rounds. So you're missing 2 rounds from here. Also, it's a bigger gun. You put it together, it's longer than the Glock. Okay, the Glock is a smaller gun, which is better for concealed carry. So you see right there, side by side, the Springfield is going to be just a little bit longer. Okay, but the Glock is thicker in your hands because it is a double stack, so it does feel differently in the hand. I did weigh the guns with the bullets. You know, the Glock weighs 751.1 grams. The Springfield with the bullets weighs 747.9. Actually, the Springfield does weigh a little bit less. So the Springfield with the rounds in there, 747.9. The Glock with the rounds is 751.1. Maybe those 2 rounds is what's causing the gun to weigh more. But that's where you have it. You know, overall, because you're carrying two rounds less on this one, it does weigh less. You know, and they both are very, very good guns. There's just some more extra features on this Springfield. The price point is really good. Like, Springfield is a very affordable gun. The Glock also is affordable as well. It's almost like the Springfield is just, it just has a little extra features, you know, on top of the Glock. I still like the Glock a lot. I like both guns. They're both nice guns. And I highly recommend both of them. I recommend to get both, you know, or just shoot the Glock and shoot the Springfield and see which one you like more. This is just more simply built, has less features, but it is very, very high quality gun. This one right here, just more added features. We'll see how long that it will last. But both guns to me are very, very high quality, and I do recommend both of them. They're both 9mm. I like 9mm a lot, so I do recommend the 9mm. So hopefully this video will help you make your gun purchasing decisions. I've always been a fan of Glock, and I'm also a fan of the Springfield as well. I think they're just really well made guns, and it's very similar to the Glock, if almost identical, you know, almost replicas. It's just, this just has some extra features that are nice.